Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Chelsea, and if you're new around here, we like to do beauty related content on this channel. If that's something that you like, then please hit subscribe, and if you're already subscribed, then please click on the bell and you'll be notified of every time that I upload. So today we had a little play with the p.louise If the Crown Fits palette. This is on sale at the moment, I believe, at the time of me filming this. And just look at that, just packaging goals. And we created this look. So if you want to see how I created this look and know a little bit more about the palette, then please stay tuned. So this palette retails for £47, which I think is absolutely amazing for two palettes, considering her palettes usually retail for about £40, and this actually features two for £47, but it is currently on sale for £35. So an absolute bargain if you ask me. But it says, crown and conquer, babe, the world is your kingdom. No red flags, just red carpets with p.louise, because babe, you're our royal guest. Reign the cut crease, rule the blend, and pave the way for royal realness with our buttery formula, and if the crown fits, rock it, babe. So pressed pigment palette, and it features 42 pigmented shades, with each shadow developed with an intense formulation to ensure a stay all day vibrant application, offering a rich pigment payoff with a mesmerising colour scheme. So yeah, I've been meaning to play around with this palette for ages. I actually got it for Christmas and I just love it. I think this is perfect for any neutral lovers and things like that, because I know p.louise has released quite a few coloured palettes, like the worldy one, All I See Is Signs, and the Watch the Queen Conquer. It was good to have a neutral in the mix as well. I know she's got the Read All About It nude palette, but to be honest, I don't really rate that palette, and I think it's discontinued anyway. So inside you've got all those beautiful shades, like your chocolatey, mustards, yellows, bronzy, and a black shade. And then pulling out the drawer is very hard to hold up, but pulling out the drawer, then you've got all the corals and nudes and peachy goodness in there. So it is absolutely beautiful. I'm not going to swatch the whole palette, but if you do want to see swatches, then let me know and I might do it on my TikTok or something, because I feel like I'll be here all day. But yeah, so now we're going to get into this eye look, and I hope you enjoy. So as you can see, I've gone ahead and done this eye off camera, and I got a little bit of inspo from Rebecca Keller, which I'll insert her profile here, because she's done a similar look to this with this palette, and I really liked the like corally orange with like the smokiness of like the cool tone and the black shades. So yeah, I wanted to recreate something similar to that, and let's go ahead and do this eye. So I've already used the brow balm for my eyebrows. I'm actually loving not really fully filling in my brows, so then they're a little bit lighter and sparse. I don't know why, but yeah. And then I'm just going to go ahead and use the p.louise Base Shade 2, as always. Pop a bit on the back of my hand, and then I'm just going in with the p.louise 7071 brush, and I'm just going to use that to carve out my brows and apply the base all over my lid. So now you know the drill. I'm going to use my cheap fluffy eBay brush just to pat it all in and remove any excess. Now this palette's going to be really hard for me to hold up because the drawer comes out. So I'm going to go in with shade Make Believe. Oh shite, this is what I mean, it's such a big palette still. Don't want the drawer to fall out. So Make Believe, so this, see what I mean? Right, let's just take the drawer out just in case. Hopefully you would have all seen this palette by now, because it's absolutely beautiful. So yeah, in this palette we're going to go in with Make Believe, which is like the black shade, and I'm just going to use a p.louise 264 brush, which is just a pencil brush, and I'm just going to pat it first to create my shape. So I don't know if you can tell, but this black is actually like, when I swatch it, it's black, but and in the pan it looks black, but when I actually apply it to my eye, it looks a little bit like a navy, and I think it's just because it's not a proper black. Okay, so that'll be enough, and then I'm going to go in with my small blending brush. This is a p.louise 124 brush, and just very lightly soften the edges. And then I'm going to go back into the palette and I'm going to go to Storyteller, which again isn't true to pan. So this Storyteller shade looks like a chocolatey brown in here, and which is what I was hoping. But when you actually apply it, it looks a bit burgundy. Look, I'll show you. So I'm just using the same small blending brush. And I don't know if it's because I'm putting it on top of the black or what. There's like a purpley burgundy shade. I'm just packing on the colour first. And then I'm going to go back into the top palette. I'm going to go with my hero, which is this shade here. And I'm just using a p.louise 118 brush. And then we've got another shade to go in with. So this is a p.louise 230 brush. And we're going to go into Bluebird. So from the Draw palette. And it's this shade here. And then our final shade will be using a p.louise 121 brush, which is a larger fluffy brush. And back into the Draw side, we're going to go with Poison Apple. So like this beigey brown shade. So we've got our 5 shades and our 5 brushes. So I'm just going to go back and forth the ladder technique. So we've gone all the way to light, I'll come back down to dark, then I'll go back up to light again, and just keep doing it until I'm happy with the blend, and then we will move on to the lid shade. So I'm happy with how that is blended now. So we're going to start with the lid. So basically how we've gone out, we're going to come back in a little bit as well. So obviously we've got the black there, which we'll just reapply a little bit more. Then we're going to go in with that really dark brown shade that's kind of like burgundy. And then we'll go into my hero, so the medium brown. Right, let me just swatch the shimmers for you that we're going to be using, because they are stunning. But I am going to use NYX Glitter Glue, because I feel like where these are slightly darker shimmers, I want them to stand out a little bit more. Yeah, so we're going to use a bit of NYX Glitter Glue, so I'm just going to pop a little bit on the back of my hand, just a very small amount. And I'm going to use a p.louise 126 brush, which is just a flat headed brush, and I'm just going to dip into the pigment, glitter glue, and I'm just going to pop that all over my lid where I want the shimmer shades to be. Because they are really nice by themselves, but I want it to be a little bit extra. And the shimmers I'm going to go in, so that chocolatey brown shimmer is Mythology, which is from the top palette, and the corally shimmer is Happy Ending, which is a beautiful shade, and that is that one. So with my same brush, the p.louise one, I'm just going to go into Mythology first. And then into Happy Ending. And they are just absolutely stunning. This Happy Ending shade reminds me of that shade that I really loved from the Vacation Love Tape palette from p.louise. And I'm just going to use one of my blending brushes and just blend out the edge. But those two shades really mesh well together. I'm going to go back in with my hero and just put that here so it blends in a bit more to the matte. And I'm just going to go in with I think this is just a BH Cosmetics pencil brush. And we're going to go in with Locked Away, so this shimmer shade here, which is a beautiful icy white shimmer shade. And that's going to be my inner corner highlight. And that's also going to go on my brow bone. So now I'm just going to take an angled brush. So this is again a p.louise 125 brush, and I'm going to go in with a black. And now I'm going to do like the eyeliner kind of trick, but with black eyeshadow. So I'm just stamping it along, creating the shape that I want. And making sure I'm tucking right into the inner corner as well, because I want it all along. Okay, and then I'm just going to go back in my pencil brush and just blend out the edge so that it blends into my... So I'm just going to pop off camera, do the rest of my face, add my lashes, and then we'll come back to show you the final look. So here we have the finished look. Let me know down below what you think. So on my lips, I've got the P.louise lip liner in Loyal, the lip base in Solo Nude, the lip gloss in, well, the lip drip in Strawberry Milkshake, and the lashes in Cue the Curl. The rest of my base products is a face full of Rare Beauty, which I have filmed, which should be my last video, so I'll tag that down below or link that down below if you want to have a look, because my complexion looks really nice and healthy. And yeah, that is it. I absolutely love this palette. The only thing that I didn't like were those first two dark shades that I used, the one that's meant to be the black and the chocolate brown. So I felt like applying it to the eyes, it wasn't completely true to colour. Like the black was alright when I actually put it on my eye, but as soon as you start blending it, it started to fade into kind of like a navy colour. And then the chocolate brown went quite aubergine, purpley, burgundy as well. It's really bizarre, but all the other colours were really well. They blended out really nicely. It's super pigmented, but not too pigmented that the fact it's hard to blend, which is what I prefer. And yeah, I'm absolutely obsessed with how this look has turned out. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe. I'm going to do some more videos on this palette because there's just so much that you can create, because there's so many shades. The fact it's two palettes in one is absolutely amazing. Hopefully I shall see you in my next video, and leave me a comment down below if there's any videos that you'd like to see first. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.